we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on another team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Badgers will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Line gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man, it's Whitaker. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And he just got the on-Wisconsin call and went on into the backfield to pick up the sack.
Yeah, jumping around on quarterbacks in the backfield. Really good job getting upfield, playing aggressive, playing like their hair's on fire. Wisconsin linebackers do that year after year.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Wide out in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Catch in the middle, it's Punga. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Right down the middle. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Here's the handoff. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business.
Picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back.
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
Second down now after the sack. Motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Whitaker. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The snap sets up the throw. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Mustangs want to move quickly. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's back to throw on second down. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Whitaker. He wants it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Pryor. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, SMU 7.
The Badgers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Badgers getting that pass rush from the second level like they did with a T.J. Watt or his brother who played up front who transferred from Central Michigan.
They've had a long list of guys, and it's funny, they all kind of look the same. You know, athletic, smart guys that are tough guys, but one thing you have to have at Wisconsin for defense, versatility when you play linebacker.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wants to throw. It's Whitaker. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Fast motion from the offense. The run to the left. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. He'll try to do it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To throw, it's Whitaker. Getting some heat. He finds his man. Turns it on in midfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds a tight end down the gut. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback will audible. A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, SMU! try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 16 over South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with...
Touchdown Mustangs! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Whitaker. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're trying to get to him. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things.
Returner goes out of bounds.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Caught in the backfield. It's Pryor. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Makes the grab. It's Jones. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Badgers moving quickly to the line. Might as well give it to him again. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Hawkins. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. The sure hands, it's Pryor. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Here we go with the run on 4th down. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Number 31 in the end zone.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to pound their way in. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Wisconsin, 8.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They'll go to the ground. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves them with 3rd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Whitaker. Got it! Touchdown, SMU! And the pummeling has started.
This guy is officially a problem. Second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it.
How about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown.